Good morning, my dear students. Hope you all are doing good. This week we are going to see a new lesson from Geography. Lesson 2, Latitudes and Longitudes. In previous lesson we have discussed about our Earth, solar system and the galaxies and other planets, etc. In this lesson we are going to see in detail about our Earth. Okay dears, let us get into the lesson. Chapter 2, Globe, Latitudes and Longitudes. In the previous chapter, you have read that our planet Earth is not a sphere. It is slightly flattened at the north and the south poles and bulged in the middle. Can you imagine how it looks? Students, you might have seen globe in places like schools or police stations. Yes, you might have noticed it. It is a miniature model of our Earth. It varies in size. The globe is not fixed. It can be rotated the same way as a top spin or a potter's wheel is rotated. So here we came to know that the globe is not fixed. It can be rotated. Some of us will be playing using this, right? Yes. So our globe can be rotated. On the globe, countries, continents, and oceans are shown in their correct size. It is very difficult to describe the location of a point on a sphere like the Earth. We need certain points and lines to find out the location of places. A needle is fixed through the globe in a tilted manner. Tilted means in a slanting way, which is called its axis. Two points on the globe through which the needle passes are two poles. They are North Pole and South Pole. The real Earth has no such needle. It moves around its axis, which is an imaginary line. Like how we are referring this globe, it has a needle in the middle. Our real Earth does not have any needle like that. Okay. Another imaginary line running on the globe divides it into two equal parts. This line is known as the equator. The northern half of the earth is known as the northern hemisphere and the southern half is known as the southern hemisphere. Therefore, the equator is an imaginary circular line and is a very important reference point to locate places on the earth. All parallel circles from the equator up to the poles are called parallels of latitudes. Latitudes are measured in degrees. Let us see what we have gone through till now. We have seen about globe. Okay, in globe all the countries and continents are indicated in the same way how it is placed on the earth. We can't point out the location of earth without these measurements. So we are dividing our globe into two by using a measurement called equator. It is of 0 degree. Thus the divided two parts are denoted by northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. It has two poles, that is north pole and south pole. All these further divided parallel lines are called latitudes and this latitude is measured using degrees. We can see in detail about this latitude now. As equator represents the 0 degree latitude, since the distance from the equator to either of the poles is a circle round the earth, it will measure 1/4 of 360 degrees, that is 90 degree. So, from the equator, the north pole and south pole is divided as 90 degree. In the measurement of 90 degree, totally 360 degree completely. So, each part is the 1/4 of the earth's complete degree. Thus, 90 degrees north latitude marks the north pole and 90 degrees south latitude marks the south pole. All parallels north of the equator are called north latitudes. Similarly, all parallels. Here what I am referring to parallels, parallel lines which we are drawing. It is an imaginary line, yes, which is used to measure. Okay, my dear. So, these parallel lines which is at the south of the equator are called south latitudes. I told you that latitude is measured using degrees, right? So the value of each latitude is therefore followed by either the word north or south. For every parallel line which we divide has a degree for it, and it is followed by the word north or south. Okay, according to the direction which it is placed. Generally, this is indicated by the letter N or S. Now we are going to see important parallels of latitudes. Besides the equator, that is 0 degree, the north pole 90 degree N and the south pole 90 degree S, that is north and south. There are 4 important parallels of latitudes apart from this equator. Let us see that. First one is Tropic of Cancer. It is 23.5 degree north in the northern hemisphere. Second one is Tropic of Capricorn, 23.5 degree south in the southern hemisphere. Arctic Circle at 66.5 degree north of the equator. Fourth one, Antarctic Circle at 66.5 degree south of the equator. Now let us see the heat zones of the earth. The midday sun is exactly overhead at least once a year on all latitudes in between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. This area therefore receives the maximum heat and is called the torrid zone. So once in a year, the sun's maximum heat falls in between these two zones. So they will be receiving lots of heat, right? So they are called as torrid zone. But the midday sun never shine overhead of this regions, Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn. But if the sun's rays goes on decreasing between the poles, that is in between Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle, which is in the northern hemisphere, and the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle, which is in the southern hemisphere, will receive a moderate temperatures. Therefore, these are called temperate zones. Students, listen, you should not confuse in between the torrid zone and temperate zone. Look at this picture carefully. Torrid zone lies in between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn when the sun's rays is very high. Okay, but if the sun's rays goes on decreasing, temperate zone occurs. It happens in between Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle, which lies in northern hemisphere, and Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle, which lies in southern hemisphere. Students, you all know North Pole and South Pole, right? Look at this picture. The areas between the Arctic Circle to the North Pole and the Antarctic Circle to the South Pole, these two places will be very cold. So this is all about latitudes. Now let us see about longitudes. What is meant by longitudes? The distance of a place east or west of a line from the North Pole to the South Pole that passes through Greenwich in London. Longitude is measured in degrees. Longitude is measured by imaginary lines that run around the earth vertically, that is up and down, and meet at the north and south poles. These lines are known as meridians. Like how we referred the lines of latitudes as parallels, so here we are referring the lines as meridians. So this is called meridians of longitudes. Each degree is further divided into minutes and minutes into seconds. They are semicircles and the distance between them decreases steadily polewards until it becomes zero at the poles where all the meridians meet. Unlike parallels of latitude, all meridians are of equal length. Thus, it was difficult to number the meridians. Hence, all countries decided that the count should begin from the meridian which passed through Greenwich, where the British Royal Observatory is located. This meridian is called the prime meridian. Its value is 0 degree longitude, and from it we count 180 degree eastward as well as 180 degree westward. The prime meridian and 180 degree meridian divide the earth into two equal halves, the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. Therefore, the longitude of a place is followed by the letter E for the east and W for the west. It is, however, interesting to note that 180 degree east and 180 degree west meridians are on the same line. Students, in latitudes, the parallel lines which we divide are not of equal size. But in the case of meridian, all the divided parts are of equal size. And we measure it using these two poles, that is east and west, whereas we used north pole and south pole for latitudes. For longitudes, we will be using east and west. And you all know that we have equator in latitude. Likewise, in longitude we have prime meridian. How we can locate this prime meridian? The place where British Royal Observatory is located is known as Greenwich. So we are referring this particular point as the Greenwich meridian as well as prime meridian. Students, you can observe in this picture that 180 degree east and west lies in the same line, that is in the prime meridian line, whereas north and south poles are in completely opposite direction. It is very interesting to point out in this. And the value of this prime meridian is 0 degree longitude. So both this latitude and longitude together form a grid. Now let us see another interesting topic, longitude and time. Students, do you know how we are calculating our time? And you all know that very well. We have a time difference between our country and some other countries like London. If we have day now, they'll be having night. So why this different happens? How we can calculate our time? Let us see in this topic. The means of measuring time is by the movement of the earth, the moon and the planets. The sun regularly rises and sets every day, and naturally it is the best timekeeper throughout the world. Local time can be reckoned by the shadow cast by the sun, which is the shortest at noon and longest at sunrise and sunset. All over the world, if sun rises, then it is day. If the sun sets, then it is evening. Between this time, their local time can be known by using their shadow. Our shadow looks very short during noon time and very long during the sunrise and sunset. So thus we can divide it into three parts, right? Morning, noon and evening. When the prime meridian of Greenwich has the sun at the highest point in the sky, all the places along this meridian will have midday or noon. Now let us see a simple calculation. The earth rotates 360 degree in about 24 hours. You all knew that very well. Which means 15 degree an hour or 1 degree in 4 minutes. Thus, when it is 12 noon at Greenwich, already I told you what is Greenwich. In the place of Greenwich, the time at 15 degree east of Greenwich will be 15 into 4 equal to 60 minutes. That is 1 hour ahead of Greenwich time, which means 1 p.m. But at 15 degree west of Greenwich, the time will be behind Greenwich time by 1 hour. That is, it will be 11 a.m. Similarly, at 190 degree, it will be midnight when it is 12 noon at Greenwich. So, if we calculate the region which lies in the prime meridian, according to the degree which it is located in east or west, it differs by 1 hour. So how we can define it easily is, if it is 12 noon in the prime meridian, it is more than 1 hour in the east side and lesser than 1 hour in the west side. Thus there will be a constant 1 hour difference between these two regions. Likewise, worldwide, based on these degrees of latitudes and longitudes, we are calculating our time. In the same way, you can find the time of other regions also. But you should change the degrees for that. All the places will not refer to the same degree. There will be some changes, like it may be 30 degree, 45 degree, and instead of the 360 degree, you should replace it with 180 or 90 degree latitude. You can use these calculations for calculating the time of that particular place. Now let us see what is meant by standard time. It is a uniform time for places in approximately the same longitude established in a country or region by custom. If one or two places are in the same longitude, lying in the same longitude, If we refer it using a particular time, then it is called as standard time, that is being recognized by their own country based on their region. For example, it will be difficult to prepare a timetable for trains which cross several longitudes in India. For instance, there will be a difference of about 1 hour and 45 minutes in the local times of Dwaraka in Gujarat and Dibrugarh in Assam. It is therefore necessary to adapt the local time of some central meridian of a country as the standard time for the country. In India, the longitude of 82.5 degree east is treated as a standard meridian. The local time at this meridian is taken as the standard time for the whole country. It is known as the Indian Standard Time IST. What is the degree? 82.5 degree east. It is referred as the Indian Standard Time degree. By keeping this only, we are calculating the time in our India. I told you, so each and every place have its own degrees. Based on that only, we should calculate our timing. So, what is our degree? How we are calculating? By using 82.5 degree east, that is 82 degree 30 east. India is located east of Greenwich at 82 degree 30 east, is 5 hours and 30 minutes ahead of GMT, that is Greenwich Meridian Time. So it will be 7:30 p.m. in India when it is 2 p.m. noon in London. So if it is 2 p.m. in London, as we are lying in the east side of the prime meridian, that is the Greenwich Meridian, then it is 7 hours and 30 minutes in our country. Some countries have a great longitudinal extent and so they have adopted more than one standard time. For example, in Russia, there are as many as 11 standard times. The earth has been divided into 24 time zones of 1 hour each. Each zone thus covers 15 degrees of longitude. Our country has only one division. We are following that 82 degree 30 east, but some countries like Russia have more than one standard time, okay, and each with a longitude of 15 degree. Okay, my dear children, we have came to the end of the lesson. Hope you all have understood the difference between this latitude and longitude and how we are measuring our time. Read the lesson completely. If you read the lesson, you can understand it very well. Thank you all.